Hi, welcome into my channel. This channel is against the current view of astronomy. So I discovered the Big Bang is false. I am from European Union, from Romania. Okay, I have 34 years old. So I discovered the Big Bang is false. We can go to the stars. The stars are more closer than you are believing. So, but in this process, I discovered all the science is wrong. Einstein, Maxwell, and even Newton. Believe me or not. Misunderstandings when you are going to think about quantum mechanics. So if you know, in each video I cut from other videos for exemplification to understand. You see, maybe you have some doubts. How do I speak English or something? So to see what they are saying and to understand what I'm saying about quantum mechanics. Okay, so I cut from World Science Festival, Brian Greene interviewing a lot of guys. Okay, this is the channel. So about quantum mechanics. So understand this.
So a field then it's a kind of substance that fills space. I kind of like to think of it almost like a steam is filling space, and the field's value is dynamical. It can undulate up, it can undulate down. If we use quantum mechanics to describe the field, we find that on microscopic scales, the field is actually composed of little particles. So the particles, in some sense, are the quantum mechanical ingredients that make up this idea of a field. You know, David, your work, of course, was instrumental in establishing the culmination of this program, the so-called standard model of particle physics. And so this is, a monumental achievement. But you try to put gravity in, problems arise. And as David was alluding to just a moment ago, that takes us to this new approach called string theory as an attempt to ameliorate these problems.
Okay, if you watch that, this is the way I make the videos, a quantum field. And let me tell you, first of all, what you are wrong understand when you are thinking about quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is about light, the propagation of light. So how light looks. What is light? Is a particle, is a wave. What is light? Okay, is this field even a quantum field? Light is this field. Okay, so what do you not understand? Again, what you are wrongly understand? When they shoot, you can search on the internet, you can see lasers. They shoot lasers. They not shoot atoms or other kinds of particles. They pretend they could calculate the electron because Thomson falsified that the light is electron. Okay, so you must understand this. The double slit experiment is made with light. Okay, so watch from internet. I got this. You see a laser point. You must understand this. You do not see light. How strange it seems to you or not, you do not see light. You see colors. You not see the trail. A laser, you see a laser point tip. Green stuff you see pointed somewhere. But if you put some gas in the laser, you see the laser. If you put some, so this is how Thomson tricked himself to believe that the light, it is electron, it is not light. Okay. First of all, you cannot see light, so he put a cathode tube with a gas, okay, and in gas being an object, light hits a gas exactly like an object, and you see the objects, okay. So he named that electrons, and now you are believing that a gas emits light when it's struck by electron. But I'm telling you, that's light, okay. So watch the Crookes tube, okay, with cathode anode emissions, wireless from Faraday, induction and Hertz produce waves of the distant electricity is light. Okay, so watch the experiment.
To demonstrate a Crookes tube, a cathode ray tube, we need a high voltage power source such as this one. We need the Crookes tube, which has a metal cathode, a metal anode, a screen, that has been coated with a phosphorescent material that gives off light when struck by electrons, and a bar magnet. As we turn on the screen, we notice that electrons are emitted from the cathode, and as they strike the fluorescent screen, we're able to see the cathode ray, this stream of electrons illuminated. We can use a magnet to show the deflection of that stream.
Here we can see the electrons being deflected by the magnet. The cathode ray moves upward. If we reverse the magnet, we would predict that the beam would be deflected in the opposite direction. And we observe that the beam is deflected downward.
Okay, if you watch that, you understand this. He took Nobel Prize for a beam traveling through Thomson did not knew only this. Thomson knew only this: force equal mass times acceleration. Okay, Newton formula. You can put this gravity named G, and you can put it in a. I showed you. Okay, this. So in his head now, in this jet must have mass. In this manner, you are believing. So this brownness, you calculate electron of the decimal. In this manner, you put mass to the light. Thomson did this. When we only knew this, and you do not conceive how something can propagate without mass. So the same Thomson, seeing that jet, you see light moves the mass. You put an electric engine, you pass light through vibration, melts even all the electrodes of known metals. Okay, so in this manner he put mass to the light, okay. So this is the first trick, and he named the light electrons. The electron does not exist. The 7 strata has 7 tones, basic tones, fractal tones of light, okay. So watch another part from that, guys, and I'll explain to you more about confusion, what it is, quantum mechanics, all about. Look.
A more conventional approach that Edward mentioned of quantum field theory. And if you don't mind, I'll throw it to you again. Quantum field theory, the operative word is field. You just give us a feel for what a field is and sort of how particles are related to them.
Well, quantum field theory, at first instance, as Edward alluded to a few minutes ago, it's a theory which consistently puts together quantum mechanics with Einstein's dictum that thou shalt not go faster than the speed of light, namely special relativity. And that was really quite an achievement, putting that together. It really occupied a huge fraction of the 20th century. I'd say that the culmination of the conceptual and detailed understanding of that as applied to the physical world was what David was awarded the Nobel Prize for in the late, the work done in the early 70s. And we just recently lost a great quantum field theorist, Tom Kenoshita, who calculated the anomalous magnetic moment of the electron to 16 decimal places.
By the way, I was 2 offices down from his, and he showed me. It was an incredible amount of calculation.
He started on it in pre-World War II Japan.
Yeah.
And he was still working on it, and many other people worked on it. And this is the most accurate agreement between theory and experiment in the history of human thought. It is just a remarkable achievement of the human mind, and all the more mysterious it is that when we go on to Einstein's next gift to us, general relativity, that we're still up in the air.
So if you watch that, now you understand this. You are believing that quantum mechanics is when you look inside something, you see. Gold is yellow. Yellow is a color of light. if you do not believe this, you see the screen of a phone or something emits light without a material, okay, a pure yellow. Even a gold filmed, okay, you see the color of the gold. But if you cut the gold in half, if you cut the gold to have a piece like this, you see microscopic piece is still yellow. So with this, at all the level is packed with light. The gold is made with light. So now the trick you trick yourself is you think that quantum mechanics, when you look inside a gold or some metal or aluminium has some color, okay? That's the color of light. It shows to you from what kind of light it is packed with. Okay, so now keep this in mind, and now let me tell you the double slit experiment, okay, where you are going wrong with all this stuff. Is the light located, is a particle, is okay, stuff like this. So watch another part and then I will finish the video to clarify quantum mechanics once and for all. Okay, so watch.
And by mess, often we say the calculations all yield sort of a nonsensical answer.
They give nonsensical answers. At the beginning, quantum field theory was not well understood and people did not know whether to take this seriously. But when the other problems, many of the other problems were solved, and this one remained, it came to stand out.
And the way the nonsense or the results that make no sense often crop up is you do a calculation and sort of regardless of what the input is, you get infinity as the output, and infinity in this context doesn't mean big. It just means we don't know what we're doing. Somehow when you put the laws of the big, general relativity, laws of the small, quantum mechanics together, it doesn't quite work. Can you give us a feel for why?
If you watch again from these guys, okay, listen up now. You see the equation of the Schrödinger equation. It's only E hash psi hash. You see, this is on his grave with delta. Everybody knows with delta. You cannot. It is not attaching the mass. So the E hash psi hash. Okay, is the like a hash like a Planck hash, energy per volume, okay, like and the wave and the height of the wave, okay, like this. So now you in your head invented this Schrödinger attach a particle to a wave, okay. You see a wave like a water wave like this. You throw a stone, a rock in, okay, like this. And there's some music waves like this. Music is also light. Only the shock wave propagates the speed of sound in only on oxygen maybe. Okay. So now it is a particle light. It is a particle. Maybe it is not a particle of light, but a particle made with an energy particle. Something can move without mass. With absorption, emission, like this, okay? So now you understand where you are going wrong with this, okay? And in double slit experiment, you treat it like this, but light is a field. Is a connected field. It's produced by the board of our galaxy, the clouds. It's like a rain clouds made with water, and they ignite the stars, produce the gravity, microwave background radiation. Okay, gravity is light also. So how this field looks like? You look like that's in the TV screen, like that's light. Okay, that's you can see light. You can make it microwave background radiation, like the same in radiation from uranium or a pistol. Sounds like this. Is the same? Is light, and uranium does not consume itself like a battery, absorbs this light. It is not producing by internal means. Okay. So now the double slit experiment is light a particle. Maybe it's a particle, but not with mass. A particle without mass. It is a wave. It is, but not in this in kind of the wave you are believing, like that water waves. It becomes a wave. It is prepared. It becomes a wave, like this. you can zoom this, you can make it small. I have 1,000 instruments, like in a computer program. You write with light, the sound. You write it with light in your computer. I have 1,000, 1,000 in one program made music. So the waves are sound waves like this. How you are believing, like this, sound waves, and you write them with light, and you have a program. Okay, so the light does not look like this. It's a field, like crazy field like this, and it specs and becomes what you are projecting. So watch another part from this, guys, and I explain to you once and for again quantum mechanics.
Andy, can you just give us a sense of what quantum mechanics is and why were we led to it from our observations of the world?
Is this harder or easier than the assignment you gave?
Yeah.
I,
I think it's actually a little harder.
Okay. So you might think that you could measure perfectly where I'm sitting here, and you might also be able to say I'm completely, perfectly still. But according to quantum mechanics, that's a logical impossibility. If my position is known exactly, I've got to be wobbling around. So there's some uncertainty in how well you can describe both the position and the motion of any object. And what's so unusual about this is maybe it's the first thing that happened in physics that was really, really counterintuitive. The nature of physical objects just isn't what we think it is. We think that's described by their position and their motion, but it's actually, those are only approximate concepts that come out of the Schrödinger wave function. There is something that is completely well described, but it's indirectly related to the things that we intuit are properly described. And I think with quantum mechanics, we entered a realm where our intuition was as not as good as a guide as it had been during the previous centuries.
So if you watch that, you know double split experiment now. If you watch, you must understand you will not shoot through that two phantoms like this. You do not shoot electrons, you shoot light. You shoot light. So we can isolate it, and you can shoot light like this through two phantoms. So now you are not another mistake that you are making. You are understanding in the small. You are believing is not the light comports in the big, in the same, like in the small manner. You see, I'm a single guy, a single object. I'm not that travels with classical mechanics. You see, but a single object can go in two eyes. This is double split in two eyes. So, oh man, the single object, okay. But now multiple splits, if you understand. I'm a single guy, a single object, and you have 10 guys in the front of me. The same object makes a copy and goes in the eyes of 10 men. Okay, so multiple split experiment, you did not do this because you do not understand. So in a macro object, the light in a macro object comports like you shoot it like this. But now what you are not understand again, and you treat wrong. It is not I myself that go in the eyes of 10 persons. It's not the object, a copy of it. Now this virtual, it is the virtual particle, you see, it does not have mass and it has this property being like to copy, duplicate itself, okay? So it duplicates me, it makes a duplicate replica exactly and goes in the eyes of 10 men, okay? So now it is located in a source in me like this. Like in a piece of gold, is yellow light, okay, in a field light. It is located in a field, and it makes what we are saying entanglement. It entangles with 10 eyes, like 10 slits, or 20 eyes, 10 men. Okay, so it is entangled. What do you understand wrong again? That the light does not have a speed of light. Okay, it enough travels in 10 eyes of or 10 men with a speed of light, a duplicate of myself. It is and one, you understand this. If one shuts his eyes down, it is not going to make a replica. Okay, the field only with eyes, the eyes is alive, exactly like you have a microphone. When you do not open alimentate it, it not makes a short circuit. Okay, so it does not go, it's not multiple located, it goes through multiple location. Okay, it duplicates himself. So now it is a particle, it is makes like the same. The electron does not exist, is light, is a particle of light without mass. Okay, does not have mass, propagates. There are many properties. Okay, and duplicates himself exactly like in reality. Because if you have a photon, like let's see this color photon, okay, it duplicates, goes multiple splits, it duplicates him, but it's not himself traveling like in a normal manner. Okay, so this is some mistakes you are okay. So now if you understand this, our galaxy is a sphere like this, and you have on the walls you have this like this. Okay, we can now see the universe, but if you must understand it's filled with this field of light, if you must understand that speed of light is wrong, you can put static light, static. You see, this is made with light, static, and you can write it. You can write it like in a stick of memory, 250 gigabytes of light, right? Pictures. Okay, but if you understand like this, you have a Big Dipper or the Orion constellation, and you have 1,000 men on Earth. He sees the Orion constellation exactly like multiple split experiment lights. Does not travel with speed of light. The field exists, or field exists, it fills this galaxy, fills it, and when you somebody makes open with eyes or camera to film the Orion, makes a duplicate at a distance. This is entangled light. Okay, the field here instantaneous makes a duplicate, so you understand that it's not traveling the speed of light. But other reasons, I'm telling you, that our galaxy is small. Okay, we can go to the stars. So I only wanted to tell you Big Bang is false. You cannot see the universe. Our galaxy is surrounded with a membrane of clouds, and you must pass through that clouds to go. Okay, but maybe some other stuff, because you see there are four-dimensional space dimension. Einstein's false physics. Time is not the fourth vector, because there are four-dimensional space. Like in the Bible says this. Saint Paul says this. That God knows to all the saints, like the depth, the length, the height, the four dimensions, spatial dimension. Or maybe I will tell you another time this. Okay, better. So four dimension of space. The light goes through it, and is not a time or a fourth dimension. You make a vector. So Einstein is false physics. You show that formulas, okay, but are wrong. All of them are wrong. Okay. The light does not have mass. Mass is produced in a field rather than a force, as a body when it impacts another body with a force communicates some kinetic energy of movement, like Leibniz style, or quantity of force of mechanical work. Okay, through an impulse without mass even. Okay, so the mass is a concept. Reality, like in the field, when you make light to go in a vectorial, like in center. Okay, so we can go to the stars. Now it's time to colonize the planets. Okay, to go to Jupiter. Jupiter planet is made from water. Venus planets, Russian light. These are small stars, not gravitational system. They're not they is in the sense that you are with light, man. Light is gravity, but it's not gravitation system like rotational, like a sun with or a moon with. Okay, they are simply stars, cloud, luminous clouds, and we can go there. Here are not aliens. They are tricking you. Okay, our galaxy is a sphere, the only real galaxy, and we cannot see the universe. There are 4 dimensions of space, and light goes through one of these, and that's infinite, a 4-dimensional. Maybe I can't speak with this, but maybe some other time. The 4 dimension is bigger than all dimensions, but I can prove to you like in my mathematical manner. Okay, and it's everywhere, as in infinite. Somehow light goes through that. Light does not have a speed. How do you are trick yourself till now? You can communicate 4 hours from some reasons. Ghost is like in like air. So although the sound is light, makes some implicit like hittings and stops, but it is written light, like a frequency of light in wave. So that's in this manner there's speed of connection between planets. Okay, but it is light propagates without speed. Okay. Okay, this is everything I wanted to tell you. There exists 4 spatial dimensions in the Bible. I know to tell you more than this. I told you how you are tricked about quantum mechanics. It is a particle, but not a particle of mass. It is a small photon, maybe infinite photon, and all dimensional stuff. It is a field, and it is a wave. In some cases, mostly in music case, light is a wave. Okay, so goodbye, God bless, like, share and subscribe. Some confusion about quantum mechanics. Okay, goodbye.